YouTube, what is going on? Today we're going to be testing out the different modes for Himiko Nova, that being the verdict state and that being the decimation state. And just so we have a little bit more of a clearer understanding, let's go ahead and actually look at what each individual ability does. So for the verdict, as you can see, it's going to be entering the verdict state, increases damage dealt by Himiko Nova by 60%, additionally increases her ultimate damage by 60%, and after you have allies use 2 ultimates, doesn't matter who, just as long as they have the ultimates completed, Himiko will then launch an assist skill against enemies at no cost. Decimation state states that increases all allies crit damage by 60% and additionally increases their crit damage dealt by skill by 60%. And for every 1 enemy target hit by allies gains 1 charge. Once you reach 9, you're going to consume all of it and then launch 1 skill against enemies at no cost. This instance of assist skill cannot be granted as charge. So we have that basic understanding, right? And honestly, I think the best way to go about testing this is going to be the Cocolia fight here in Star Wars mode in Pure Fiction, because I can actually select this fight and it does have the Fire of Weakness. Yes, that is a little bit of a cop-out, but you know, it is what it is. We're also going to be using the variation state for both instances of damage. We're going to be testing out the decimation or the verdict state first, and this is the team that I am going to be using. Go ahead and change that, and let's go ahead and proceed to challenge this particular fight. I definitely think it is good that we can actually physically select the particular fight that we want to take. So go ahead and boom, 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 and just do damage. All right, so the key here is that we want our target allies to activate their ultimates, as that is going to be allowing for more overall damage dealt by Himiko herself. So this is one instance, or no, I'm sorry, it's not the ultimate, that's the decimate. No, this is this one. So go ahead and get everything active. Go ahead, yeah, go ahead and activate this. Boom. Make sure we boost stat wise. Now we got that, very nice. And let's go ahead and use the assist skill ourselves, 474 damage, very nice. Go ahead and activate it yet again. Now we can really focus and see. Dang it, I'm actually really upset that didn't activate, but that's fine. So we're doing a lot of damage, right? But we got to keep in mind that the buff is active, so we're going to focus on the ultimate right here and see what the overall damage is that we're going to be getting. Granted, we didn't get Sunday's ultimate off, so that is a little bit of a downside. So activate 1, 2, activate again. So we're looking at 1.1 million, and we go again, right? Would have been more, we'll count it as well. So about 2 million overall damage is what we're looking at, right? I'm not going to really play through it. I'll do that on my own time, whatever. This is mainly just looking at overall damage. Go ahead and change the lineup yet again. So for the decimation state, obviously the ideal setup would be to have a E4 well. Unfortunately, I do not, and he is not fully built up as we jump down here, as you can see, but we're still going to use him just for the shits and giggles of it. And then for healing wise, I do think that it makes more sense to go ahead and plop Hua Hua in, and then we want to make sure that we have good survivability and sustainability aspect of it, but we also want to make sure that we are providing a lot of crit damage and bonus. So we're going to be using Bronya. A little bit of an interesting setup, I know, but we are getting the setup going right here, and go ahead and see what the overall capabilities of this particular team is going to be. Go ahead and activate those. All right. So how is the damage going to be in this instance? Well, we're going to go ahead and boost you forward, activate the assist skill, and let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and activate this again. Now we got that. Good. Welt, I want to make sure he actually gets damage going. Okay, I'm gonna do it on... Oof. I'll do it on Welt here. Save the ultimate. Boom. Activate this. Now activate that, and then activate the ultimate. As this is probably going to be... And then I guess we'll activate this. Because now that we can actually activate the ult... Okay, it's not gonna let me, that's fine. Boom. $578, 661. It's not as high, but it makes sense. Boom. I don't think I'm doing it right. Can I get the see what's going on here? Navigator Seraphim, that's good. Variation is active. Yes, yes. Ability, here we go. On the field, that's fine. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, whoops. All right. Decimation Welt. Okay, so increases all allies crit damage by 60%. It is active. Maybe it's just because Welt isn't fully built up. But overall, truthfully, the damage output with the Verdict was higher. Yeah, well, it's increasing her overall damage and then increases ult damage. So that's 120% total. 120% total right there, but that's just crit damage, not the overall damage. And granted, keep in mind, this is low because I just don't have the necessarily materials to level up higher. So obviously the damage could be higher. And then you can see my stats right here. Crit damage is a little low. But paired up with the necessary characters, it gets higher, especially with, I mean, you would take Wahoo and put Sunday there. Yeah, I'm starting to see that maybe Himiko Verdict is actually a better investment. Because you get more supporting capabilities with someone like Donghung PT providing more attack. Get Sparkle providing a lot of crit damage and a lot of extra stats, and then you also get Sunday providing a lot of crit damage as well. As when my initial video came out, fully just my initial test with her, she was reaching up to like 400% crit damage, and then just doing a boatload of craziness. So yeah, I'm willing to say Verdict's probably the better way to go. Granted, if you have an E4 Welt, right, like that's going to be the better way to go. Let's see. What was not active? Had to have been the waitlist state, right? Yeah, damage increased just by 10%. Stack up to 10 times. Yeah, I think it's just Verdict is probably better. I'll do more testing with it. Built Welt up a little bit more. And then next video, I think we'll be going over Lightcone options for her. As you can see, this is what I'm rocking with. I am going to be rocking these three just to see the damage difference. For people who don't want to get or have enough to get her signature and see what alternative options there are. But yeah, that's going to be all for me, guys. I'll see you all within the next video.